morning, good evening, good night, whenever this catches your sight. Again, this is the Average Joe Podcast. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Of course, like I said, I'm a man of my word. I try to be. I said if this initial one went well, we'll try to bring it back, get a full panel on. When Tanya, of course, graced with her presence again. That last one was our highest view episode, so I appreciate you guys actually supporting and clicking it, and I appreciate you for doing what you do for me. But again, of course, I'm your host, King Tons, and we got now I'm gonna let them introduce themselves and promote or let you know where to find them at or themselves as well. Go ahead, Tanya.
I'm Tanya. You can follow me on Instagram at QTQueen_. My name is Micaiah. You can add me on Instagram at _flex _for the dime, or on Facebook, Kaya Marion.
Okay, and make sure you guys do that. Support them, anything they got going on. If they got a business, if they got they're pushing videos out, make sure you click, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, follow, whatever you can do. You ain't paying nothing. You might as well. You ain't doing nothing. Okay. But we appreciate you anyhow. We want to hop into it. The first one for today, man. I don't know if you guys have looked at it. I did it kind of last night because I was like, this inflation eat my ass up. I don't know if, hold on, pause. But, like, it's, no diddy's what they saying now. It's up to kids, man. But this inflation is doing something terrible to my hump parts. I don't care if it's going to fall or not. I just had to throw that one out there. But anywho, so I was like, okay, it got to be something. Either I'm doing wrong or it's not adding up. So the new minimum wage, they just released this January of this year. It's going from 7.
Before you finish. New minimum wage, like across the board. Everybody.
No.
We gotta clarify for that.
Are you talking about 40? What are you talking about?
Like the minimum wage for everybody is going up.
In Virginia.
Period.
Okay.
No,
that's what I'm asking.
It's
like
minimum wage.
Virginia,
Everybody's minimum wage on increase.
Oh.
Now, of course, it varies for your state for how much their brackets are, because like California went crazy. But
because I
also,
them
fast food restaurants said, no, we're going to go up too. But our new one, it went from $7.25 or I think it was 10.
$7.25.
No, them kids.
Last time I remember.
Yeah, $10.50. It was like, them kids got some money. I said, what do you got? I was up there working the railroad. But that's neither here nor there. I digress. Let me finish. So the new minimum wage as out is now $13.50. So, so you frowning?
$3 is a lot. Hell, that's no, it's not. Because it's going to get taken right back out.
That's a whole sandwich right there.
You made it seem like they was going to 20 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it's a two-part question.
Okay.
So the new minimum wage came out. Now, first, do you think this is beneficial for us in this particular time period that we're in, like with the inflation the way it is right now? And then second question would be, what would you say is, for the day and age we're living in now, the correct amount for people to survive on? The salary. We can get this. I'm talking about minimum wage, but then also that after that salary, like how much you think you would need to survive yearly. I'm gonna let the ladies go first, or if y'all want him to go first, then y'all go out. Well, I can go first. However you want it is what you can do.
Now, the first question, I kind of have an answer to the second question, and I got to think about it a little bit. But I feel like that. What's the first question? Is the minimum wage?
The $13.50. Is it something basically that is it good for these kids nowadays to have this particular, or is it something that you could survive off on? We ain't talking about kids.
I feel like it's not understandable.
If I'm coming out the woodworks, straight out of college, high school,
like high school,
is it something that I could live off of?
Okay, that makes sense.
It do, but I feel like if it was in my time when I started, then like years ago, or around the time I was going to school, then yes, it would have been helpful. But now, because over time things are going up as far as like gas, food,
got $3.50
clothes,
right now.
you know,
I feel this bitch only getting 10.
They're still evenly taking what they're giving you, so I feel like there's no point because they make it sound good, but it doesn't look.
It did sound sexy. I said, these kids getting paid.
On paper, it looked good, but.
In reality,
it should have been 13 back then.
So
it was 13 when I was working and I was young.
Catching up.
I've been asking every day I'm hustling. I've been over there.
I was in there every day for 9.
I been eating pieces of Krispy Kreme.
Exactly, Krispy Kreme pizza. I would have been in the snow doing
Romeo, we need you here to stay 2 extra hours. Yes. $13.50. I was up in that sniper for $7, $20.
$13.50. Still like getting $7, $8. So
it felt like $5.
I don't think I started with 7.
I started with 7 and went up.
You was blessed
too. I ended with
so you're saying it's, make sure I'm understanding you correctly, as far as the kids today, it's okay, but it's not going to be that beneficial at this moment?
Yeah, like I feel like it is good that they raised the price, but at the end of the day, it still didn't change like anything as far as, yeah. Because they're still going to have
the money went up, but the inflation did too.
Exactly, so they still got to work as hard.
It ain't really catch up. I'll let you. Oh, you want me?
You didn't finish your thought.
Okay. So I feel like it's okay for kids, I would say now, if they just getting out of high school, still in high school.
Hell no.
Maybe
living at home.
Yeah, first 2 years of college maybe. But I don't think anybody that's really trying to provide for like
I had real
family.
meals when I was in high.
Me too.
Mama was like, that water, that lights. I said,
Water.
I went a little check. I said, Jesus, be offended. We might be like the candles in the dark. I ain't got all this money, so I get what you're saying over there, and you're agreeing with her saying like it's cool, but it's not.
But I don't think it should have been
what it was
13. Like they like the price of everything is up here, and they just like
slowly, yeah.
But as you increase the price,
but
like,
to be real with you,
catch up. Yeah, we still play catch up.
To be real with you, if I was governor, I would do the same thing. These niggas not gonna get all this money off of me like that.
Yeah, it's a tactic. It just lets off on the other side of the game.
So, but now, with that being said, what would you say what is a good amount hourly or salary for yearly for somebody to survive off of? Now, I'm gonna tell you mine afterwards, but mine's gonna come from a different perspective.
Okay, so yes. Yeah, yours coming from a way a 6 deep perspective.
Oh God!
But
I got a team.
I feel like
small forward, power forward,
and a 6 man.
Everybody got to shoot.
On average, maybe 25,000 to 30,000 a year.
Oh my no, Jesus! No, be offense. I'm saying 20,000. I'm gonna be hungry.
I was gonna say that's not. Can I chime in?
Yeah. So hold on. So okay, you're saying are you speaking as somebody with a child or no child?
No child. This is me speaking of.
Okay.
I'm just going based off of me before I have a child. So I don't know how it is now because it's my first time with a kid.
I got you.
So of course now I'm gonna be paying more, making more, and then mine vary based off of my business. So I don't make an exact number. So like I'm basing mine off of me being pregnant last year.
Them teachers said you won't have a calculator in your pocket.
Shut up.
Oh, now you went to school.
Oh God. Let me put the gun back. All right. So okay, go ahead. What would you say?
Okay.
So I think one minimum wage should have been $13.50, whatever it is now.
I had 2 jobs.
But
I had 3.
I was gonna say I had 2 jobs.
I had 3.
But for the livable wage, I feel like we talking from an adult perspective.
Hell yeah, we grown people. We got bills.
Because right now with my job, I make over $60,000 a year. But I feel like that's still not livable because it's enough to pay. It's enough to pay bills. But after like all the bills are taken out, it's like, dang, I only got this much left over. It's like I need a second job because being a woman is like expensive. You gotta get your hair done, your nails done.
No, hold on now.
I'm a woman.
Y'all don't pay as much for y'all hair that we do for our hair. Like
exactly.
How much you pay to get your hair braided?
$0.
Exactly. That shit was not $0.
Exactly.
I'm kind of glad you brought it up because when I was in the line, I was getting my baby some Borax, right? Mm-hmm. I was in a beauty supply store, and this lady bought this human hair. First off, she said, I don't want that. I want the human hair. I said, oh gosh, what's happening right now?
Wait. Human hair?
Just and the reason why I was in their conversation because the way he went and go get the human hair just baffled me. He went behind him like somebody was stealing stuff. I said, why you got the human hair back here? What's going on?
Where did they get human hair
from a human.
Indians.
So he got the human hair. He rung up 2 packs and he said $130. I said, ma'am, and I told her, I said, you need to put that hair back.
First, did she have hair on her head?
Yeah, she was out here. So I was like, it just won't like blew out. But I was like, baby, you need to put that hair back. She's like, I wish I could, baby.
Wish.
I was crying for her. I said, oh my God. But go to you. I'm sorry. I was just had to keeping up with a woman. I don't think it's that. You could be ugly. I think that.
No, because then y'all gonna go.
Exactly.
Y'all gonna entertain the girl who invested in herself.
How much do it?
Okay, give us a breakdown.
Yeah, for to get you like.
So nails, it just depends. So like these short nails with French tip, it's like I think I paid like $80-something.
Oh, God.
Hold on,
Hold on.
And I work longer.
Yeah.
So
but that's 80 divided by 10 though.
Did what do you know?
You got 10 fingers.
Yeah, they don't charge for nails.
Total. Like I charge
So, like,
the work, then the product,
the design,
exactly.
the length. They charge for length now too.
So it's like a mechanic. You got to pay for the parts.
The transmission. Yo, listen.
You pay for everything.
Well, they don't bring me the nails and be like,
Right.
a discount.
You know I came with a gift.
Yeah, I was gonna say bring my own nails. You know.
I mean, some people
Bring-
they
bring
bring
your own
their own
bottles.
gems and I'll deduct it from their total if they bring their own gems or something specific. But no,
Okay.
we charging as a total, like how hard the process is. We're charging for our labor, so
Okay.
that's
So 85 for the nails, okay.
How
Hair.
often though?
Every 2 weeks.
2
Oh.
3 weeks.
And then like sometimes I'll get them longer. So like she said, if
Chime in
it
after.
like her length, if I went to the girl that I go to in
100
Virginia
or
Beach,
something.
well over like 120.
Mm-hmm.
And don't let me add on something like it
That's
just
half
depends
of
on
a
what
water
you get.
bill.
Exactly.
And I wear mine longer, so that's about 2 something.
Exactly. Hair. This isn't like the beauty supply store hair, so that runs
That's-
like $300-400. It just depends on where you get it from.
Yes.
For the hair alone?
Yeah, different vendors
I almost
charge.
threw up.
Yeah, for the hair alone. Then to get it
And then the
installed,
The
the length.
I
If you
get
get it
installed.
longer, like 30-inch bust downs,
Yeah, you pay like 3 something.
$300-$500
For him?
for hair.
Yes.
That's a
Then-
that's
or
like a
you
pair
put
of
it on.
shoes.
Exactly.
I
Because
said,
if you want to get
God
it
didn't want you to have that. He
professionally
didn't.
installed,
That's my
depending on who you get it done by. It's a guy I went to it on what's it, Military Highway, like off of Hoggard Road, I think. Maybe $200
to install it.
to install it.
Okay, so
and ask me how long the
hold on,
install
the
takes.
hair, I'm kind of lost in the sauce. Make sure I'm understanding.
No, I
Once you get the hair is $300.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
But it's
Yeah.
already made.
Right.
Yes.
It's a made?
Yes.
Yes.
The wig.
Oh! So it's not like they gotta make it. So
No,
what?
but you can buy hair individually,
Yeah.
and somebody can make it. But that's a whole
But
other
it's come
thing.
together.
You get 2 different options.
Right,
So
it's
you
2
can
different
either
options.
buy the bundles each and then install
Somebody can
it.
make it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
I want to
I
see
need-
this one. The
so-
one that's together.
They each do
Are
Are
we
you
different
charging
things.
you $200 for the one that's together just to put it on the head?
Just to
the
put it
one-
on,
the whole
to
thing.
make it look like
He
it's
hustling.
yours.
He hustling.
But it only the gag is it only lasts like a week.
But you
maybe.
gotta think of
Depending
like
on the heat and
it's different
working out.
because the wigs are already made, so that's why you paying more. Like kind of like what I said about nails. That's why
Okay.
you paying more because it's already made. So that's
Yeah.
less work that you have to do on the head. So that's why you paying the vendor more for the wig. And
Well,
then if you're paying for bundles, it depends on the style you want for it.
Yeah.
Like that's some people leave out their real hair. They don't want the fake at the top.
Right.
They just want to extend a ponytail, so you might pay $80-$100 each bundle or whatever it is, depending on the length, instead of paying for the wig. The wig is already put
So
together.
yeah, okay. So let me make sure I'm my calculation right.
they robbing
We had
y'all.
$585 right now.
Wait a
The
minute.
wig
Wait a
is
minute.
installed.
So
Wait
we
a
got
minute.
nails.
Hold on, wait.
Get it together.
So
Give me both.
for example, like the wig. So if you buy the wig already made, right? That's like if I buy a hat and then I go to a dude and he like, you know.
Put the hell on your head.
No,
Nigga, fix it.
But
like
listen,
this.
they said they buy the wig already made
Yeah,
and then
that was
they
a-
go to the dude
That was a different
to
example.
get it put
Because we
on.
can't just put it on like a hat. That's the difference.
Right.
Because we want
said,
it to
"Put it on like a
last.
skeleton."
We want it to last. So you have to go through a whole process to lay it so it
But
lasts.
it's only gonna last a week.
It depends on the person.
Jesus.
Mine just lasts about a night or two because I
What
sweat.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It might
yeah.
last a little longer.
Mine only lasts like 3
Okay, hold on.
days.
Hey, hold on.
You can remove this though, right? You can
Well, no. So like when you go and you get it installed, they glue it
So you can't
to make it look like it's really your
But
hair.
if you don't
He
do
learned
that,
it.
See,
Yeah, but if you don't
Now
do
you know
that, they
what
have a
y'all paying
glueless
for.
option
Okay.
where you can just take it off every night.
I was about to say, people get that
I want
wig
you
and
to
go.
continue.
Okay.
We going out?
Okay.
Alright, so we at 585.
Yeah. Okay. And then so like
then your feet.
for
Right,
hair,
your feet.
for hair
Ain't
like
nobody gonna see if you
you
got shoes
man.
on.
They weren't open.
Who wants? Oh, the toes.
Hold on, time out. Your toes ain't got to be
I
open
get
for
my
them to
toes
cover.
sucked, so mine's gotta be done. I don't play those games.
So okay, how much is your toes?
Pedicure is usually range between like $40, $45.
Okay, see, now we
the basic one.
Exactly.
Oh.
And
It goes up to
40.
60.
Exactly, it goes up.
What if you
Depending
add
on
a
which
color?
kind.
What if you add a color?
Well, it depends if you want gel or regular basic
Exactly.
color.
Basic.
But see,
I mean, gel is the shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that costs more with the
Okay, so we at 585 plus.
Now this is why I'm
Plus,
trying
yeah.
to, because I feel like that's just for the appearance. I feel like it's also expensive for us to upkeep as far as like hygiene. Like we do
Yes.
facial
Oh my
products. You know, we do facial products. You know, we
Yes.
sometimes pay for makeup or so it's like just body care stuff. We pay for different lotions and scents from the stores. That stuff is expensive as well.
And
you
then
don't
after
want no
you-
girls smelling. Like
Exactly. After the upkeep part,
Jewelry.
then what if you need like new clothes? That's a whole nother thing.
No, that close cheaper than ours though.
It's cheaper than yours, but after the upkeep of us, it's like you don't have that much left
that's where
over.
we got the discount.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
Yeah.
that's after they.
So we talking about
Exactly.
basically $1,000.
I paid $25 for
I'm
mine.
paying $1,000 for the hair, nails, and feet. I'm going to
Right.
the Rainbow and get me
Exactly. You have to really like be
That's why I
like
feel like I get gypped that. So I went and got all this outfit and I'm spending $200-300 on this outfit and y'all outfit.
But the outfit we gonna take off though, so it's
But
like
they
that's not,
paid for
That's true.
stuff
the hair
on
gonna
top
last,
of that.
right.
You get what I'm saying?
But not if it's a day or 2 days you put the hair on. We can save that $200.
But you can put it back on though.
Or that's why a lot of other people get braids. Like me, I love braids. 'Cause braids, you can just get up and go.
Yeah.
Braids are also
Y'all
expensive.
teaching me something because I tell them quick. You can be natural, baby. I love you.
And that's what they say.
Do you know how much natural hair products cost too?
That
You can be
too.
natural, baby. You can lock it up. You can
Now,
I don't like. Now this is
Now-
me personally, but
I mean, you still gotta
I
upkeep with
have not
those
ever
too.
been a man that like a woman with makeup on. I feel like just me
I've noticed
personally.
that a lot of men don't like
I
that.
want you to be. I want when I go to sleep.
do you feel like that's
It's the same motherfucker. All right.
Do you feel like that's fair to the women though?
So
That's your preference?
it depends. Basically, I'll have that conversation with my woman first.
Mhm.
What do you prefer? And that's something that I'm against, what I don't like, man. We ain't going that direction.
Okay.
We ain't gonna go to a relationship.
Okay.
We may have relations,
Okay.
but it ain't gonna be no relationship.
That compromise there.
Huh?
No compromising? Like meet in the middle about it?
It depends on like what other aspects she brings to the table.
What is it that you don't like?
Yes, I was gonna ask that question.
We'll say that. I'm gonna table that one. So let me make sure I got it correct. You said 30,000, 60,000. What you saying, sir? For what you think
What
is
you think?
for livable right now?
Oh, okay, no, my answer was wrong.
Somewhere between 50 and 65.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So I may be sounding a little redundant.
Well, hey, I don't have.
Exactly.
I don't have.
Depends on like the type of lifestyle.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have a lot of.
like different from
I don't have a lot of
See-
dependents, if that's what you want to call them. I don't have any
I
to
only
be.
take care of myself.
So
Any to
I would
be
say,
exact.
for me to be honest, and this, of course, if you've been watching my show, you know that I got 6 kids. You know, I don't hide that. I love my babies. And I got a wife, so my lifestyle is a little bit different from the average person. So I would say 120. Now,
That's valid. That's
I like
valid.
that.
now, that's the low
Let me get
end.
my calculator.
The high end, I still think it need to be 200. And I've been.
You know he skipped school.
Yes.
We were skipping together, y'all. So if he's now I graduated.
I did graduate though.
But I wasn't gonna ask for credit. Listen,
Oh no, I won't ask.
hey, I was telling one people. I say, listen, you don't want to see me in that.
Hey, I was smart enough to cheat correctly.
Now I want you.
Made it.
I just want one. But I would say the reason why I say that is because, as I mentioned, my lifestyle and my household, I need that amount of money to function properly. And even still, at that point, it's not comfortable. Because last year, me and my wife, we did more than that. We weren't comfortable. I was like, damn, this shit wild out here. I say, I need to hit that mega million when I hit $1 billion. I say, let me buy a book. Jesus. Go ahead and just do it. But y'all definitely let us know in the comments, what do you think minimum wage should be? And then also,
Oh,
what
like
is
a
a
dollar amount?
no? What is a
I'm
comfortable
gonna say at least
salary
25.
that you should bring in every year that you'll be living comfortably, or at least at a good place at? Our next one, of course, I'm gonna say it. I don't like it, but I've been seeing this a lot previously, and it feel like it's coming up again. Where this topic of transgender men enter into women's sports. Now, before we get into it, before everybody get their opinions and their responses, I do want to say that we don't have anything against these people. This is solely our opinions. Maybe sound a little raw, a little rough, but it is what it is, nigga. So I'm gonna start off with mine now, just for this because they're again pushing basketball and swimming. I've seen them.
I do got a question though.
What?
So, do I actually have to become a woman?
No, you get
can I
titties,
just
the wig,
get the install?
You a woman inside.
Yeah, so I can go play basketball.
Shut up! No, I know you're doing some bullshit. But as for me, I'm just getting mine first. I feel like this is kind of making a mockery of women, and what I mean by that is because if you don't have the genetic makeup or your body isn't made up as a woman, and you be competing with women.
If you weren't born,
it's wrong.
Simply, if you weren't born a woman,
do you think?
Please go play sports with the other men.
Or get a transgender league.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
You had titties in a piece right here. Y'all want to be doing that?
All together.
Yeah. But let me ask y'all this: coming from a woman, how do you guys feel? Do y'all feel like it is misrepresenting you guys, or is it offensive, or is it like I don't give a fuck?
For me, I feel like it's contradicting because on one end it's unfair because of course men do have a strength advantage versus women, but at the same time, trans do take estrogen, so that's kind of where the femininity comes in. Yeah, they do.
They still got a piece at the end of the day,
but it doesn't work.
I don't know about that.
But that's what I'm explaining. Okay. So it's like it's a 50-50.
Let me ask a follow-up question because I didn't know that. If his body is pumping testosterone, I understand he's taking.
Well, the estrogen will cancel that out.
Yeah, exactly. It meets it and blocks it. Like they have testosterone blockers, and then they have estrogen. And they have estrogen.
Okay, go ahead, continue. I'm sorry. I was
you're right. About that. But I just feel like it's a 50-50 kind of thing because it's like on one half, I get you trying to make it fair for them because as a trans, their switch is because they believe that they're born in the wrong body. So it's like you don't want to disrespect them because if you feel like you're a woman and you've put yourself in this process to become one, why can't you play along others? But it's because of the fact that it's a sport, it's not the same. That's a lot of physical activity. Yeah. So I feel like it's not the same in that aspect. That it's not fair for women. Also,
I feel like it depends on when they one, I don't think children should be I think you should be 18 when you decide to do all that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I do think it would be unfair because that I hope I don't get in trouble. But that man was training and living as a man all the way up until that point. So does the strength go away with the?
No,
that's why I'm saying.
That's what you get. That's why. Okay, yeah. So I think.
Are you agreeing with her or what did
I agree with everything she said. I was literally going to say that.
Yeah.
So y'all, again, I don't mean no disrespect when I say this. And if it comes out across disrespect, I mean, it is what it is.
Not to mention, most of the stories, like the dude that was swimming with the woman, he was a loser amongst the men.
And then when it was first.
That's what I'm saying. Then you switch over and you become a winner.
Now you see how
so it can become a event. Now I can get a deal.
Y'all are coming and taking over what we have. We already have a women's league. You know how long it took to get that. Now y'all are coming over here and y'all taking that from us. So, like you said, there should be a trans league.
I think they should either,
But it's not enough of them.
Not yet.
I was going to say. Trans women.
I'm glad you said that. This is my caveat question to that. It's kind of off topic, but just follow me. Do y'all feel like it's being pushed everywhere right now, especially in the United States, for men to make a transition for men to be homosexual?
Wait, you said for
wait. We went from.
I don't think it's being pushed. I think it's
is it like
more
accepting
that? I think.
So basically, do you think making a transformation or being a transgender or being a homosexual being more pushed or just being more accessible and available now versus, of course, previous years? Because it seems like, as he mentioned, I said, well, it's not enough for them to make a trans league, but he said, yeah, which is a valid point.
Yeah, I thought we was talking about transgender though. I mean,
people are still becoming comfortable with coming out.
That's true.
That's why I feel like
they had gay people in the NBA.
Yeah, that too. And I feel like those reasons right there, the more people that are starting is why it's starting to become like a normal thing. Like, oh, me too. Because before, you know, you get looked upon crazy, like, oh,
you out here saying hut between my nuts.
You know what I mean? You know, like, damn, look at so wrestling. Like, you trying to piss me off?
Brushing up against my booty right a little too hard.
Ass in the locker room.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Every time you grab me, you lick your lips.
I couldn't imagine playing basketball with a gay dude.
And that's why they don't come out, you know, because they don't.
Yeah,
I don't think I would have anything wrong with it. It would just be we not good gaming.
Respect.
Exactly.
We not. If I'm in the shower,
you know,
I feel like if I come out the shower, if I'm in the shower and you come around walk past and say, "Yo, you watching pieces?"
No, but it's the same.
You a piece watcher.
No, it's the same thing. Like when I play basketball against women, like when obviously I'm a man, so like when I play basketball against women, like at wrestling, like when they post me up and shit like that. Obviously, I'm in the game, so I'm not thinking or nothing like that. But at the same time, I'm like, come on, you can't be doing that. Like,
what you mean?
You know what a post up is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the problem? Right, what's the problem?
Please, come on.
Like, are you?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, they be
like,
looking good. Like,
yeah. Like so, it's like.
See, but that's because you're a man.
I said that at the beginning though. I am a man, so I'm like, but I'm also in the game, so I'm not really thinking like that. But at the same time, it's like
that.
When you're playing with like these. If you are to play with a homosexual man, then it's like you don't see him with a wig on and nails. He's still a guy, so it's like that right there. That's what makes him think like it should be the same.
That's why I'm saying that would be perfectly fine. But it's I can see.
I don't want to have a hit that he was
I can see what he's saying.
Never giving you that type of impression, you know.
But when you know, and you like, oh damn, I gotta.
But that's when men overthink. That's when men overthink that situation.
I don't think it's a problem
because y'all used to do it before. You know, y'all been playing like that, and he ain't never tried to back it up on you. So I
might remember, like, oh damn, there was something stiff back there one time. I didn't know what was going on.
I've never played basketball with a man.
I'm saying, I think I hypothetical.
I know what I'm saying. I know.
I was wondering what was that on my back like that. But that's neither here nor there. Y'all let us know how you feel about it. Is this something that we should be, as men and women, should be open to transgender, of course, competing in sports?
I got a question. Do you think women are able to play sports with men? Like I see some like. This was a few years back, like the U.S. soccer team, the women, claimed that they could be like
beat the men,
or like.
It's just.
If it's friendly competition, like I think it's fine. Like what's All-Star Weekend or something like that?
Sabrina.
That's what I was saying.
Like I think that was fun or like good to watch, but like taken seriously, I don't know. It's just like
the reason I asked though. She shot from the men's NBA 3. Mm-hmm. I think she shot with a women's ball. But
she did.
She had the same score as the winner from the men's 3 contest. Mm-hmm. So it's like skill-wise, she would have tied the winner.
There's no physical action because if it's carry on her, you like, put this chest on you, girl.
Right.
You ain't ready for this.
I mean,
I done played with some women get buckets now. Don't get it twisted.
But I say if you think about it. Going against the LeBron stature, that's a big body.
Yeah, it is.
LeBron like they centers, so yeah.
This nigga strong.
Yeah. Now I feel like you should let women get the opportunity because at the end of the day, there are strong women.
You would never know.
Yeah, you know, it gives us the opportunity to feel like we can try to be equal, even if we don't win. It's like, damn, at least I hung in there with a man, you know. Yeah. So I feel like that should be acceptable. But if you're gonna go that route, know what you signed up for. Yeah, so you gotta be ready for the aggressiveness, for the strength, advantage over you. So you gotta feel like you're ready. But there are women out here that can hang with a man. Yeah. As far as anything.
For example, I don't know how familiar y'all are with WWE. Mm-hmm. I still watch Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
This is
ridiculous.
No. They picked up this big fat dude named Otis. No, she picked him up and carried this man.
Okay.
Cat walked around the ring.
You know they ain't had no harness or something hanging up, just helping him.
they actually strong. So,
but that's what I'm saying. Like some females are stronger. You have women that lift weights and they do like the body contest. Yeah, there's women that MMA, they box.
They damn sure stronger than me.
It's possible, but it's rare. So it wouldn't be a big group of women, but it would be a
some. So
those women deserve a chance. You know.
I guess so, and that will also help them with their pay.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like, oh damn, you can't get with Steph. What here? Let me see what you can do.
So I would say for that, of course, definitely let us know what you guys think about that. Now, as far as the whole transgender thing, let us know what your thoughts is, because I always, man, every time I see it, I'm like, what do women really think about this? That's why I wanted to ask y'all, because I'm like, this is kind of wild. But I digress on that situation. Now, I do want to ask this, because I've been told I offended people about this. Hold on, let me. I've said this often, but what do you guys think about interracial relationships? What I mean by this, black man, white woman, white man, black woman. What is your thoughts on it? Because I'm gonna tell you what I say always, and why I get a lot of flack from it. But me personally, I don't feel like I should date out my race, because nobody else is gonna understand me. The nuances I have. You're not gonna understand that unless you in my community. The way I talk, the way I carry myself, the way I operate in certain situations, my attention to the small details for danger purpose or danger reasons, or just in a awkward situation. You ain't gonna understand that unless you look like me. And some of my friends, associates, co-workers, like telling me, you gotta ease up on that man and that white woman.
What friends? You ain't got to name them, but do I know?
Some of them. But I just wanted y'all thoughts, because as a man, we always give we've talked about this before, we always give our point of view, but I never had an opportunity to have a female or woman's point of view on the situation. Like, are y'all, because what is painted out as well is that women hate seeing a black man with a white woman, which I can stand by as well. On both ends. So I wanted to ask y'all that question first.
Let you start this.
I have two opinions about it. Okay. Like, I see both sides. So like, on one side, I'm like, you know what, do whatever makes you happy. If that's what you want, that's what you want.
Not the vanilla cookie.
But on the other side, I do not, me personally, I don't date outside of my race, for that same reason that you said. I don't
try what do they call them? The correct terminology, brown community, for like your Hispanics and things of that nature.
Okay.
I don't do that, but it just ain't. No, we personal club, nigga. But it just ain't.
People of color is anybody that's not.
It just ain't click right. That's why like, you over there speaking about something. I don't know what you're talking about. I just feel like you said me.
Oh, the Spanish shit.
No. I understand, because I had dealings with a lot of them, but I just don't. It just didn't mesh up well. So you're saying it's the same reason, like,
you're not gonna understand a lot of things that like I go through or I've gone through, or like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just an understanding thing. Like, it's not gonna feel. I feel like I'm gonna have to over-explain. Yeah, it's just not.
What you mean by that?
Yeah,
like over-explain.
No, I'm talking about like that's what they gonna be saying. What you mean by that?
Yeah. It's like,
I'm like, talking about
right.
Like, for example, I say you with a non-black man, and y'all walk in somewhere, and then you get back home, and you like, did you see those people like looking at me, or like, did you see them whispering? And he is oblivious because he
doesn't have to think about stuff like that. Like, that's why, The
scenario I gave last time was like, remember we went to the mall that time, and the security guard was following us, and then I pulled my money out my pocket and was like, motherfucker. Yeah, if I went home and told a non-black woman about that, she would be like, well, they were just doing their job.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, he won't.
That's racial profiling.
He was ready. He following us. We go up the escalator, he come up like, so I get exactly what y'all want.
Yeah. And are you saying the same thing and agreeing with her as far as the situation, or do you have a different perspective?
I have a different perspective.
Okay, really? Let me hear it.
For me, a guy that dates outside his race, I don't like to see it. Like, I really don't. I'll be like, he need a sister, or you know, damn, we lost another one. But
another one bites the dust.
Yes, you know. So, but I noticed that sometimes the people that date are soft. Like that, the type of man that dates those women are not. They're Oreos, if that makes sense.
Black on the outside,
you know,
white on the inside.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, that's more of his comfort zone. Some of us could be too much, like just us being ourselves, because you never know how they were raised. And also, I've dated outside my race, white, Hispanic. So it's like I kind of understand, but you have to find that person you connect with. Like it's just,
I got you.
All of them aren't the same. Like all white people aren't lost. Like they don't.
Okay.
They're not all not hip. They're all Hispanics. They're not. You know, the standard that what you see. Some of them do have some flavor to them. You know, they're actually hip and like you'll see them. Yeah, because it could be a Hispanic from New York and he's real like cultured and he's the music and stuff like that. It's just the appearance that's different. But also for me, I like interests. I'm an interested person, so I feel like we can both exchange something. I can show you my culture, and you can learn something, and you can teach me the same thing.
So I get what you're saying. Hold on, I get what you're saying. Now the only thing that problems and my mind clicks on is like, let's say, because I don't have a lot of white women be like, oh, look at me. And I'd be like, Bethany.
Not about it.
But and the thing that plays in my mind is like, it's two things. I don't know if you ever heard of this. So I'm not gonna say I'm a what's one of those people, a conspiracy theorist, but I have thoughts. Mm-hmm. So as the sun, of course, global warming is approaching us. The air is getting thin up there, so the rays are coming down harder. You're gonna need some protection. It's called melanin. So if I intermix you and this white man, or intermix you and this white woman, and this becomes a now brown baby, my generation continue to procreate and move on. But if I'm getting burnt out because of the environment, I'm not able to sustain and protect myself, I don't want my people to come to an end. So that's one. It's a lot.
Why would you interbreed with the people you don't think are human?
Exactly. Now that's my second one. I can't consciously be with you and in the back of my mind know that you can whoop me all my life in every aspect. And so that's what really stops me from talking. Not only that, because I just don't like a body type as well. That's not no against y'all white women, but it is what it is. But
all right, so
my thing that plays in my mind instantly is you beat my ancestors every which way, and also you beat me still to this day. I mean, it's still inside your box and confine, so I couldn't. Bethany, ain't no deep enough throat you got.
I get it.
That's gonna swallow me.
It don't matter how deep the throat is.
Cause that's what most of them go. I talk to
water parking lot.
A lot of them be like, bro, she do this, like, bro.
See, I get what you're saying.
What Mr. TJ say? Swallow. She do this. I this. And I be like, I don't care.
No return.
No return. I be like, nah. See, that's how you gonna get. What's that movie? What's it called? What was running?
Get out.
Get up. That's why you running up here. Cause I'm just like, that's the main thing that plays in my head. I don't know. Did you have those thoughts like, damn, you, or?
I understand, but I've never really let that take over my opinion because I do have, friends outside of my race, white friends, that I'm really cool and close with, and that is like, you can't really put that on them. That was their ancestors. That's how they were raised. So that's how they get it. But it is benefiting, but it's like being born into a rich family. You didn't ask for that. That's just what
get that money back.
Yeah. No. You're not getting the money back.
How can they?
But it's not just because slavery. White people own businesses.
Give me my okay. This is how I'm explaining it.
They have an advantage, but I'm saying like,
give me some of my stuff. He said 40 acres and a mule. Come on, at least give me the mule. Come on. Come on. Your mama and your daddy got the money. Go get some mules, bring it to these niggas. Come on.
I mean that.
I do got one question. Do you think a man or a woman can still be pro-black while dating outside their race?
Hell no.
And the second question,
hell no.
If a quote-unquote race war did happen, do you think your significant other would choose you instead of their main race?
The second question, I feel like it depends on your significant other's beliefs. Like if they believe that the controversy is in your favor as far as like if they believe like y'all did grow apart, sure, y'all didn't deserve that, then of course they'll be on your side. But if they be like, well, it was like this, or at this time like this is how it was, or they were better at picking cotton or whatever the hell, whatever it is. So it's like
you don't say nothing about picking
but you gotta know like who you're with. That's my main thing is the race shouldn't matter. Just know who you with. Like if you connect with that person on any level and you be like, you know what, fuck it, I fuck with you. You don't even matter where you come from. That's how I am.
My thought also is I'm gonna have to go to Samantha family reunion or something. And I'm gonna see Joe Billick spitting over there in the can. I know he.
Who are you dating? There are some today, but it's not majority.
But what I'm also saying, it's a whole lot of them. What I'm also saying is, I feel like, and this is what I really disagree with a lot of them is you feel that way. You feel like we were wrong. Can we talk to you? Need to talk to your mom and dad about giving my stuff back. Give me a percentage, 10%, 20%. We ain't even talking about reparations. Jesus, we ain't gonna have a conversation.
You can't make her family reimburse you for something your ancestors.
If she owned my ancestors. Come on now, somebody.
But there were black people in that position too. There were, the faith that were inside and stuff like that. So what does that mean for them?
They need to give me some money too. My hand out for everybody. Hey, lottie dottie.
But
everybody.
the white people are the ones that's paying you. Those are the people that are, funding you through your jobs and stuff like that. It's not black people. They are giving it back. So
I work for this.
Yeah.
This is an exchange. I'm talking about free money. Old money. I help you build your country money.
That's not how it works.
I should be a millionaire right now money. All of us.
If that was the case, yeah. And this majority, like, it wouldn't run as it does today.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Cause I can't every time I be like, no, Bethany. No. I know your daddy on that farm. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you go ahead and ask a few of your questions and we can get out of here.
Okay. Let me see.
I need my 20%. And I want my meals too.
What you gonna do with the meals?
I got chickens in my crib right now. I'm about to get some ducks.
I mean, I don't want a mule, but I'll take a couple grand,
Okay.
A couple grand?
Shit, I mean, help me
Did
start
you say 2,000?
I get like what
fast you can go through $2,000?
Hold the fuck up. Stop.
Maybe I was wrong with the couple part.
A couple grand. My nigga, I can start my own business.
No, it's
Googleable. I need you to give me at least $1 million. Untaxed.
Where they gonna get $1 million from?
You niggas own the government. Y'all do everything.
You do know them niggas printing money is why we got inflation right now.
So they should be in the hood getting help. They ain't in the trailers getting help. We still get assistance if we out in the hood. So
hold on. What you mean they ain't in the trailers getting help? They get more. White people get more assistance than black people in this country.
I seen something about that.
That's a real statistic.
I'm just saying all white people aren't in a high position. That's what I'm saying.
Too many are in high position.
Yeah, too many are, but there also are black people. So I'm just saying, like,
no, I got the smoke for black and white. Whoever in a high position that ain't doing right by their people, I got smoke.
But you can't be mad at that, though.
I can,
because you could be in the same position.
And I'm gonna do right.
There you go. So you can't take it.
I'm gonna get back and feed my people.
No. You keep asking for all this money right now.
Let's say I want $1 billion. Let's say I want $1 billion. I already got this in my mind. Let's say I want $1 billion. I already know it's 300 million African Americans in this country. If I want $1 billion, that means I got enough money to split $1 million for everybody. I'll kick out that money. Guess what? I'm gonna get taxed. I'll probably get 600 million back. And I'll go ahead and out of 600 million, because you get taxed. They're gonna take 400 million.
You can't even put $1 billion on this money.
I'll cut everybody $1 million. I had these thoughts in my mind.
Hold on,
let me get 100 million. I get everybody 1,000.
What's a million times 300? How many people?
Oh, 300 million people? If I got $1 billion, I got enough money to give everybody $1 million.
You done the math.
Yeah, if he had $1 billion,
you won't think about this. You
get math and
She said 3, baby. That's when you know she was serious. Oh, she bring her math teacher.
Math was my weakest subject.
That's all I'm saying. I feel like it should be some reciprocity.
I understand.
I don't work hard enough for you enough.
Yeah,
I done had jobs where I'm like my previous job I had was Geico. I'm the top nigga here. I'm on this phone. I'm almost closing almost everything. I'm selling more policies than anybody over here.
I feel like in a way we're taking back what they took from us now.
No.
I feel like we are. It's not enough, but we're getting there.
I want my belly to be full. I want my belly to be so full that it's gonna pass down to my 5 generations after me. After I'm dead and gone. They would say great granddaddy gonna build this.
Okay.
But you know, that's a different story. We'll talk about that off camera. But I'm gonna let you go ahead.
How would they even do that?
Nigga, that's why they gave us some stimulus checks. Cut my money, nigga, send it.
But not every black person got a account to be deposited.
I got one. Send it to me. I'll get it. I'll get it.
I'm fighting you.
I thought it was.
They send me that money. You going? I'm gonna slide up in that account so fast. You say, damn, Tonio, you done changed my life. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and go.
Okay, so one question, I don't know if y'all seen like the whole catfish story with the lady who showed up to the date, and you know, the guy after the date, he had sent her a cash out request to get his money back because he felt like he got catfished on the date. So my question is, what do y'all consider as being catfished by a woman besides looks?
Let's do it.
It was on, I believe it was on TikTok or Instagram. Yeah, the lady was
so
showing her profile picture from the dating website and what she went to the date looking like. It was not the same, but I feel like you shouldn't have went through with the whole date just to afterwards, because it's like you just kind of fake. You know, she was feeling like he was feeling her, and then he liked it, and afterwards he's like, "Oh nah, I need my money back."
But she didn't look the way he thought she did.
No, like it was the same person, but like it's like she posted younger pictures of herself and the older her, like short hair. Exactly, yeah, you know that's what it was. So it's like
you an old hoe.
If I show y'all the pictures, y'all would be like, hell.
I wouldn't even request my money back as long as the conversation and the time we spent, we had a good time.
See, that's what.
Now it depends on how much I spent also too. If I spent over my threshold, and he clowns me for this all the time, but my threshold for my first dates, especially if I'm feeling you, is at least $250. If I spend over my threshold, I'm coming to your house first off. We're gonna sit down and have an adult conversation about this. I'm gonna need a percentage back. I'm not gonna ask for the whole 100%, but I'm gonna need at least 25.
Okay, I
so
get that.
If our conversation was good, she ain't gotta pay nothing. She good with me.
Cause I know my answer, so I'm gonna let y'all answer first.
Don't be pointing your finger at me like that.
I'll ask off camera.
No, good.
What was the question again?
So okay,
it was, what do y'all consider as being catfish besides
looks?
Yes.
I'll answer your question right now. Yeah. I'll spend some money to say that.
I mean, like if, for example, we talking and she's like, she sound a certain way, like her personality seemed a certain way while we talking. I'm like, okay, I kind of like this.
Okay.
And then we get there and she all like eating sloppy and she all rude because you said besides looks. But I'm saying no. But she said catfishing besides looks.
Yes,
so if you was acting all like proper and polite and stuff like that, and then we get in front of each other and it's not the same, then I would consider that catfishing besides looks. Okay.
So now to answer your question about the 250, that was actually good. That was a really good question. About the 250, so I'm gonna break this down to you. So when I go
first date.
Okay,
so you on my side?
Stop. Let me explain myself, please. So this is, I'm not one in the break it down quickly because of time. On one, almost two hands, I can count how many girlfriends I really said I had. Okay. Now that's outside of relations, right? Yeah. So when I take you out on a date, that lets you know what type of status we're about to go into. Okay. Now, when we're gonna sit down to eat, I'm gonna eat an appetizer, I'm gonna eat an entree, I'm gonna eat a dessert. I am probably gonna order an entree to go home, right? So that's just me by myself, baby. Now, whatever you want to get, that's gonna be up there as well.
Okay.
Then after this, I don't know what we're gonna get into. We might go to a movie, or we might go do a little dance or something. Okay. But it's a lot. I done thought this thing through. So when you go out with me like, damn, this nigga, I'd have set myself up for what I want. Which is gonna be after this experience, so that you always gonna remember my name. Okay. Whenever somebody say something about me, you're gonna say that's a real dude. Yeah. He took care of me. Okay. So I come with a different energy. I think about this thing thoroughly. Like, okay, we're gonna hit here. She don't even know it. But that's just how it was. He says a lot. It's not a lot. It's about how much energy you want to put into something.
I didn't say it was a lot. I said it was a lot for somebody you don't know if you gonna see again.
I don't know if she gonna see me again. She gonna see me again. But let's see here.
He literally just said If we don't see each other again, mention my name.
If we don't, but you gonna see me. You gonna want to see me. The experience is gonna be too real for you not to want to see me. That's why I situated and structured the way I do. And then I'm gonna come with my conversation and my personality, and that's gonna be the cherry on top. But
shouldn't that be the main course instead of everything else?
It depends.
I mean, I feel like it's just a limit. Doesn't mean he have to go up that high.
Yeah.
So I feel
it's a limit.
Oh, you
like,
no, guaranteed?
No, that's not guaranteed.
Oh.
That's like the limit. Like okay,
like that's the most you'll spend.
Yeah.
That's why I feel
so
like it's okay.
all these things I'm doing.
The 250. It could be.
I ain't just like, oh, bitch, here, come on.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's just the way you explain it. It's like.
So when we had this conversation this episode, he was saying, what was it, $50?
No, I said like $100.
I was about to say, nothing.
50.
We're gonna be hungry.
But I don't. That's the thing though. I don't eat a lot. You just said that.
And we might want to go to the arcade.
See, now
these things cost.
I'd rather go like do go-karts or some shit.
You definitely spending $250.
Yeah. Not for no fucking food.
So this is the first day in general though, not just how to eat.
Okay.
I do want to.
$250 on food is wild though.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you heard how he ordered.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, we did have one of our, he has a podcast of his own, Ryan. He wanted to ask a question. Basically, his question is...
I want to answer my question right quick.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt.
As far as the whole catfishing thing, I know for me, like, because I went through this, but I had met somebody and, you know, it came off as if they were stable and well put together.
Oh, I was going to say
yeah. Oh, yeah.
A man?
I got a few times.
A man?
I done had a woman catfish me and she was acting like me. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
People are really crazy.
Wait a minute.
I know you like that. Is this really Tonio? Oh, is he playing?
And then I got on the phone and, hey, hold on, wait, bitch. That don't sound like a song.
She was trying.
Yeah, she was trying to get me. But back to the other person, it was basically like they were put together. You know, they had a goal, a plans for themselves, and then the further we got along, it was like, oh, you're a milk dud. Like you're not doing nothing. You dry. You not no motivation, no hustle. You're not able to take care of yourself, let alone if we were to do anything together. And it's like, damn, I thought you was put together. You know, you came in here with the, you know, the nice outfit, and you know, you pulled up like you was really on, you know, your own 10 feet, and it's like, nah, you're not even like that. I feel like, damn, I got a guy. You catfish me. Like, I have faith in you. Now I'm taking care of you. I thought we was going to hang in together. So for me, that's catfishing.
What is your responsibility? Lord have mercy, you want to screen all your calls. Who is this?
Yeah, look, I'm careful now, because I'm like, let me FaceTime.
I hope you didn't see my text. Who is this?
See, I used to have an Android, so you couldn't just FaceTime me. I was just phone calls, so I was just, yeah, it was a female that she was over the phone.
Okay, well let me ask you this, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all meet up and go out or not?
Who?
The young lady.
No.
But
we built a friendship over the phone, but as far as in person, I was like, no, because I don't like the way you carried it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm the type of person, I'm very cool, and I'm bisexual, so you could have just came to me, you know, the correct way, and I would have, you know, it would have went a different way. But once you lie, I feel like people who lie like that, you're trying to lie to manipulate me into doing what you want. You want me to talk to you and fuck with you, so you acted as something else. Gotcha. So just like when guys lie about cheating, they don't want you to leave, so they gonna tell you one thing, so I don't want her to leave.
I do got this might be a dumb question, but how
did I know?
Yeah, cause I can't imagine like trying, like you could tell by like
made up, like the profile was a man, and
like they talk like a
no, we never texting.
The first time she
guys
talked on the
text
phone
different.
was when she found out. Oh, you
okay.
Yeah.
So they like they type like a man too.
How does a man type? Ask yourself that. So okay, she typed like a man.
Now, as
these is all men's messages.
But different men type different. Like some people, they put like double letters, or some
like
guy
he was coming at me. I don't capitalize. Like,
yeah,
I don't capitalize.
I was reading the show like, nigga. I was in my hold on. First off, before you throw me on the bus like that, I was grading some English work. Near that time, I was reading a lot of my kids' English work. So I was like, man, you ain't capitalize. Why didn't you put a period? My kids be doing that. So I was like, Nigga,
So
since
he
I
got a
say,
different point of view.
I say,
I don't
nigga, what is the
Okay,
capital
so-
organization here? But
I
I
don't
don't know.
know lowercase.
It was just a lot. It was just a lot going on that week.
Mm-hmm.
But he wanted to basically ask, and his question was, basically, so I had to pull it up. He was saying, as a woman, how do you cater to a man's ego, and do you think it's important to cater to his ego? How do you find that balance between catering to his ego and kind of like feeding it, if that makes sense?
I feel like I've been talking a lot. You want to start off? Because I have a very loud personality and voice.
Yeah, I want you to start this one off.
Okay, for
I gotta
me,
think.
You still a catfish.
Before she, can you
Yes, I can
read
go
the
over
question?
there. I'm gonna read the whole thing.
Okay.
Cause I'm not gonna read the whole thing because the way he wrote it.
I understand.
I ain't gonna throw him out like that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna read that more.
You skip
He
English.
basically saying,
I can read though. That's one thing I can. Huh?
Can you comprehend?
Somewhat.
Okay,
A little bit.
he's basically saying
A
that
little bit, not a lot.
he's basically saying that of course everybody has an ego, but men of course have a more fragile ego. And he's saying, how as a woman do you deal and cater and maneuver around a man's ego without making him or feeding it or destroying or hurting him, his ego? If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
No, I do believe in stroking a man's ego. It depends, because you should. For me, I feel like you should always make a man feel like a man, even if you are. Because I'm a strong-minded woman. I'm a dominant female, so I could sometimes take over a man's position because I'm very independent. So like I don't mind paying for things. I don't mind doing housework.
If your mommy asking, was your father in your life?
No.
Okay, that's one question.
Can I piggyback though?
Go ahead.
Cause my dad was in my life, but I'm the same with she.
You are, which is really ironic, and I find it interesting because it's kind of funny. You don't really sometimes find it, but when when you were talking, I could tell. I said, okay, let me ask this next.
I feel like
question.
it's not about the household. It's just about what you grow up seeing. Because
And
that's what I've seen. Like my mom was taking out trash. She cuts the grass. She's fixing.
When I see my mama look over the refrigerator, I said,
cars
oh,
and shit. You know.
I gotta be strong.
So to me, that's nothing. It's like, okay, I don't mind washing dishes. Though I can change the tire. You know, I don't enable myself, but I don't want to.
I draw the line.
I pay
I can do it. I get my hands dirty. So shit, I break it out. I can
I do
fix it.
I think for me, like taking men on dates or stuff like that, it didn't come from like me seeing it. I think for me, it's more like you take care of me, I'm gonna take care of you, or you do something nice for me, I feel like I'm gonna do something nice for you. I don't feel like
It depends on the ego too.
Yeah.
Like the man's ego. Like if you
What you
have good intention, like say you just the type of person that needs reassurance, or you need confidence, like you're kind of insecure. Like I don't mind making you feel like you that nigga, cause you my nigga. So of course I'm gonna stroke your ego and be like, you know what, you good, or you know, make you feel in that aspect like a man. So I feel like in that case, yeah. But if you feel like it's okay to control what I do or what I wear or whatever because you're a man, it's like, no, I'm not gonna let you get that type of, you know, I'm not gonna give you that type of satisfaction because you're the man in a relationship with the house. It's like, no, it should kind of be mutual. Like,
Hold on, I like that response, but I do have a quick question. So, me, I'm a big person, and with my wife, she knows I'm a big person on that. Like, when we step out, depending on where we're going, I don't condone a few things. Like, certain things that she would wear, that's in the house. That's what we're doing around here.
now,
Now,
with that, go ahead.
now, so I'm asking you, because I want to see your perspective, because I'm more, she more,
I'm about to read some shit.
she more allows me to do that because it's not coming from a place of malice.
You said she what?
She allows me to do this,
Okay.
and do those things because, and in some regards, I'll do the same for her, right? But it was interesting hearing you say that. Why do you feel like that's a place where he couldn't have that particular say-so?
It depends on what it is. I feel like that right there, dressing a certain way, that should be up to us. Because that's like us saying, no, you can't get a haircut. You look too good when you go outside. You know, it's different for men because y'all can't dress provocative, but y'all can do things to make yourself look extra attractive.
So, would you?
So, for me, I feel like any man that I date or I have been with they don't get that privilege of telling me what to wear. Now, I am a respectful person in a relationship, so I am going to dress accordingly, but it's still going to be my idea. If I want to go out, there's gonna be skin showing. I might wear some shorts, it might be see-through, whatever. But I'm not gonna go outside in like a bra and some underwear, or just a. Two, I have a limit. By the end of the day, let it be my decision. It's not yours.
Let me ask you this then: if I'm, and then we kind of already talked about this before as well. If I'm checking all your boxes, right? That you say you need and want. Cause I'm big on my boxes and checking them. I check them twice. So if I'm providing and doing everything that I as a man said I'm going to do for not only myself but our household, and then I'm also checking everything that you need. What's the problem with saying, "Hey, baby, I don't think you should put that on tonight"?
It's the truth.
Or let me.
But why?
Or could you wear something else?
Why not? What is the problem with, why do you not prefer that she wears that? What is the problem?
Certain things I feel like, and this just, now also I'm going to give you my background. I grew up apostolic. So I know it's
a denomination
of church.
Yeah.
So I grew up a different, so I may say certain things, I may wild out and act certain ways, but I always have a limit and a threshold that I'm not going to, of course, exceed. So this is one thing, especially with my woman, this is my prized possession. And what I mean by that, if like with my wife, I let her know like, you are my prize. There is no other step above you besides God, right? So you are it. Why would I want my prized possession going out here being showing everything that's mine to the world?
Now I'm gonna piggyback off of that because that is a common thing that guys say. My thing is, it's the way you look about it, because if that's your prized possession, don't you want to show that off? It's like, don't, because just
different.
Because you don't have to, just people don't look anyway. But people are going to look anyway. Just because she looks good don't mean that she's available. She's going to look, it's just like if you were to look at celebrities, do their girlfriends go outside looking however? They look nice because they want to compliment you. So I feel like that, you should let her look like that. And of course, it's like, you don't want no man looking at her back in the day. That goes up to your lady. She should have the respect of not letting a man go too far. He can look, but don't speak. He can't touch, but of course he gon', I don't know, because you can't control a man looking.
Yeah, I'm not.
So I feel like that.
When I was out there, if I was saying something that looked crazy or looked nice to me, I'm speaking.
Exactly.
Whether you got
but that's up to her to cut that shit
I'm living a wild life.
I look good for my man, not for
you can look good for your man and your side nigga. So that's gonna be some type of
response.
I would say something, guess what? Guess what would happen at that point? She'd laugh. And I was like, oh, got her. Well, at least she would laugh or just smirk or they did something or said something. I know. And I was like, oh, I got my foot in it though. I got a crack in there.
You got to check
I'm like, all right, let me find out his chink his arm. This nigga ain't doing something that I can feel. So I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
she could do that in sweatpants though.
I was gonna say
she can go outside and
I might not look at her
more reserved, but somebody could and they can still talk to her. It just limits the chances when she wears what you prefer, but it still happens.
Are you saying?
So I feel like for me, it's because I'm a respectful person. So of course I'm gonna go outside looking however I please, because today you can't see me because of how I look. So I'm not gonna adjust what I wear just because you don't want everybody else to see what you've seen in me. Because at the end of the day, it's not just my appearance that you saw. So it doesn't matter. I could talk to somebody at the register and say, can I get this? And they're like, you know what? I fuck with you and try to talk to you. So it's not all about appearance. That draws attention, yes. But at the end of the day, it's not going to stop.
So is it a yes or a no if the man is doing everything he needs to do for you and then also checking on your
It could be a conversation and we could probably come to a mutual agreement. But just because you're taking care of the house and everything.
No, not just taking care of the house. I'm talking about everything that you want.
I don't
everything
prefer that
need.
from a man though. You don't have to do like, I'm gonna let you be you. Like that's my man. Like I want to show up. Yeah, he look, whatever he cares.
See, that's the same thing. I don't like when she be taking pictures.
I'm secure.
Nah,
because I'm secure. I don't have to worry about she might look. You can look, but you can't take them. You can't touch them. So it's like go ahead and do you. That's where I put faith in my man, because like I believe that you're not gonna embarrass me. You can look great. That's like me saying you can't go out with your friends because you might cheat. I'm gonna go out with my homegirls and do me. You gotta have faith in me that I'm not gonna do anything I'm not supposed to, because I dance. Y'all, I don't know if y'all follow me and y'all pay attention, but I like to dance when I go out. So I'm good on, I'm gonna shake my ass no matter if I'm on the table, the middle of the street, or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not dancing with my man. Men are gonna look, yes, anybody smacking my ass, my homegirls know, stand behind me, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Would you say that's
I don't know, slap my ass a little bit. You might.
Would you say that's a confidence thing between the two people?
I'm very confident, so my man has to be confident and secure too. But it also plays a part in stroking the ego, because if that bothers you, I'm still gonna reassure you, like, you don't got nothing to worry about. I'm yours. This is for you. At the end of the day, it's coming home to you. It's walking out the house, but it's coming back home to you. You get to take it off. So it's like at the end of the day, you can be mad, but you gotta be like, you know what, damn, that's my girl. Like, you know.
Oh no, just like you mentioned earlier that you are the more dominant woman. I'm the alpha male. So this is something I find very interesting because my wife is alpha as well, and we clash like a motherfucker.
And that's the
so
thing.
what happens
And
though?
it happens.
We keep it respectful. So and I always at the end of the day gonna be like, I love you, boo. I'm not gonna go to sleep mad at you. You're not gonna go to sleep mad at me. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna get the advantage. I'm gonna win. So it may sound a little toxic, but at a level
Keep
becomes
y'all on y'all game.
not only on your game, but it fuels the interest. I don't know, it may sound weird, but it continues. That spark doesn't leave. When you have somebody that's kind of on the same level and you're able to bounce back and forth, iron sharpen iron. If a woman that cannot do that, dead.
Yeah, I don't want a man I can walk over. Like, I don't want a man I can walk over. Like, no, I'm not doing this. She gonna be okay.
If I can walk over, I'm like, I don't need you.
Yeah, see, I can't because I'm too dominant. So I need a man that can keep up with me but still understand. Yeah.
Well, I don't know we took over, y'all. I'm sorry. Go ahead with your next question. And I got a few more.
Okay.
You got any questions?
She wasn't prepared.
Here we go. No more.
I mean, because I don't really.
Here we go.
Okay. How do y'all feel about gender assigned roles? So as far as like having to take out the trash or carrying heavy things or just whatever the male standard role is, how do y'all feel? Like, does it bother y'all being always looked at like, oh, I gotta be the one to do this, or
I'll carry it.
Being a man, I learned this at a young age because, as you mentioned in the question I asked you, was your father in your life? My father was in my life until I was 13 and I made a conscious decision because he was moving to tell him, he said, hey son, you want to go with me or you want to stay with your mama? My mama was a weaker vessel, so I stayed with my mom. So, with that being said, I done all the woman stuff. I done all the man stuff. So when when we got together and I was with other women, they're like, you washing clothes? You washing dishes? You sweeping the floor? I say, who else gonna do it?
I guess I kind of agree and don't agree with him. Like, I don't mind doing anything around the house. I would much prefer to take care of the manly stuff, like picking up the heavy shit.
My nigga, you gotta wash your clothes too. So
I said I don't mind doing the other stuff, but like I really don't want you picking up anything heavy or like moving anything around the house.
I'm taking out trash and cutting grass.
Yes, cut the grass.
If you want to, I'm not gonna stop you. But
if it was dependent,
you gotta bend over like this. Oh my gosh, let that sunrise.
Like,
I wouldn't.
Like, that's your job. That's what you're
I'm not gonna
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that being my job. Now, if I have a
help me, Jesus.
If I have a designated job, is it okay for you to have a designated job? So like, if my job is to cut the grass, take out the trash, handle anything that happens with the cars or shit like that, repairs, do you have a specific job? Or am I the only one with one?
For me, I would expect the same thing. So it's like, and I would give myself a job. So it's like, okay, you taking care of that, I'm gonna do this. Because I'm not gonna put nothing 100% on the man, because I feel like at the end of the day, it's 50-50, regardless if it's labor, financial, or whatever. It should always either meet halfway or it should be 100 and 100. Like, okay. I'll do whatever you don't prefer to do. I hate doing the trash. I'm not touching trash. I hate doing
That's how I feel.
But I'll wash dishes before I do the trash. So it's like, I can compromise.
I actually
don't like
doing
it. And it's fucking disgusting.
Yes, it's just nasty.
I'm one of the
shit spills.
Disgusting.
Number one, I don't do raccoons and possums. I'm not.
Okay.
Hell no. I grew up like that and I'm
That's
traumatized. They was at the dumpster waiting on me about to jump me. I
don't mind doing dishes either.
I don't like it, but I'll do it.
My first job was doing dishes.
I'll do it.
I know it's kind of relaxing. I don't need nobody in there when I'm washing the dishes though. Don't you bring the dishes in there.
It's not as good as the hands.
Yeah.
I found that.
Yeah.
I'm like, my kids throwing down dishes and I'm like,
you gotta run it at 2 times.
I pre-clean it and then put it
yeah,
in.
they do. I still be like, I don't know if it's something they're doing. They probably just like, he ain't gonna know.
I guess I got a sub question to that. Do you think it's a role a man should take regardless of the gender roles? Like, it's something that, how do I put this? Like
a provider.
Mandatory that the man has to do. And is it okay if a man has a mandatory
as a woman?
For you to do.
I feel like, yeah. I feel like for men, my mandatory thing is I should always feel secure. Like, no matter what, I should always like have that type of security from you.
I got a question that was happening on top of that. Okay. I got you what you're saying, but so I have been in my life in situations where a woman has put herself in an unsecure position and want me to come out and get her out of this unsecure position, but I have enough sense to say, hold on, baby. You put yourself in this situation.
I would still expect you to come get me because you're my man. You're my other partner. I might put myself in a situation that.
Well, what if I die? And you still living? And
I would die for you.
Now,
I mean,
Billy Bob, he getting the cheeks I was getting, and I'm on the grave.
You made those vows though, so it's like, damn, you gotta know who you with. So it's like, cause if it was me, I'm gonna do the same thing. Me, I can overstep. That's why my dominance come in as a problem because I would put myself in that same position for you because you're my significant other. So yeah.
Now I was waiting. You say, hold on, I got a little bit of common sense.
Now,
you done did this. Whoever.
Would you be upset if you did put yourself in that situation, and then I guess the man come and then like, would the right word be like reprimand you for that? Like, would you be okay? With
now I can take.
I don't know where
I can understand like I said, I can accept when I'm wrong. At that moment, be there for me on my side, but acknowledge my mistakes in private. Don't call them out in front of the situation. But that would tell me like, you know, you had no business doing that, or you should have never did, whatever. Yeah, I can take that because I'm grown. So yeah, I shouldn't have. But at that time, I still called on you because I need help. It's like if my man was to call me, he and that, or he gambling and did this, I'm gonna come through because you're my man.
That's
my nigga.
You put yourself in that
money that you ain't have.
Yeah, you didn't have.
They gonna take it out your ass. I'll come collect you afterwards. So I didn't tell you to put that money. Hey, but you know you didn't have $1,000.
I'm a very wild person, so I put myself in a lot of dangerous situations that I've luckily been.
Hold on, I gotta rescue with a weapon. Okay, now. That remind me of that. Don't be a menace. Do we have a problem? Now, yes, we got a problem, but I'm not gonna solve it. This is a rocket launcher, man. This pea shooter is a rocket launcher.
We're gonna negotiate first.
Can we sit down at the table and talk?
I don't care how you handle it. My man don't have to come up aggressive, but just be there for whatever I need you for. Like, whatever help I need you to do, at least try to help me get out of this situation. Okay. But I don't expect you, you gotta come beat him up.
She better go out. Lord, please beat him up right now.
Yeah, you know,
like you gotta come beat him up. You know, role that a man is supposed to provide. Like,
I don't think I do, only because growing up, like, I just didn't see that. So right now I'm still like trying to figure that part out. Like, that's all.
See, I mean, I think I have a mandatory one for me because I grew up me
as a man.
Yeah, like I grew up the only boy slash man.
She not want that though.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like,
this is something that what you come with.
Yeah, I feel like I should always like. I don't know if it's be the shield or be like the protector, but like I'm like real defensive. Yeah.
So I understand the secure part, but my part,
but it doesn't have to be physical.
I'm secure in my house and my wife and my children. I feel like if you go out there and do something that's outside of what we got going on and causing static to the house, first of all, I'm gonna secure home first, but you gotta have to go deal with that stuff, depending on what it is.
No,
but no,
my partner in crime.
We're not
doing no crime.
But
I didn't do that crime.
It could be anything.
Hold on, so you sound like that. Come hide this body with me. Hold on.
Yeah, you better help me, nigga. I'm your woman.
I mean,
if you call me like, hey, man, I'm in jail. I'm gonna hold it down.
I'm gonna say that's 25 years to life. No, I cannot hold it down.
Body though. I mean, no, you can get into what happened afterwards.
If we disassemble this body, hold on,
body.
If you disassemble this body, we get extra years. No. You better this nigga somewhere.
You gotta not get caught. They got acid.
It could be anything. Like, it could be like I have a friend and her boyfriend. He was driving and he honked the horn at somebody who went around him. They shot him, and he called her to come. Did he put himself in that situation? No, but it's still a dangerous situation.
Hold on, stop. It was too fast, and somebody got shot, and my focus and attention went off.
Yeah,
Road
so
rage.
my boyfriend was driving behind somebody. He honked the horn at the person and then drove around them because they were moving too slow.
Okay.
They were upset that he honked the horn and went around them. They pulled out the gun and shot him.
Why
Shot
would
at
he
the car.
Oh, he shot at the car.
Yeah,
Okay.
they shot
He
at
didn't
the
get
car.
hit, did
Yes, in his leg.
Oh, he good. So if he was now, that's
But was he wrong?
unfortunate. No,
Because
he
he honked the
wasn't.
horn.
He wasn't wrong. What
But
was
it's a
he
dangerous
at?
situation. What city?
Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. What's he?
Portsmouth.
Whoa. Whoa. Hey, just get out the lane, buddy.
For me. Now,
Okay, was
Just get
daytime
out
or
the lane.
nighttime?
Hold on.
I don't know.
Okay, if it was daytime, that nigga was a savage. That shot.
I mean, I did the same thing before as far as
Allegedly.
No, I didn't shoot somebody,
Allegedly.
okay? But I've been in a situation like that where I was in Norfolk and there was a car driving, and this time they beeped the horn at me. So I was in a car with, my younger sisters, and they were driving at normal pace. They came speeding, and it was a female, and she honked the horn the whole time she came down the street. That's what pissed me off. So at this point, I started to exchange words. Huh?
If she started coming from all the way down the street, she was sounding like she was targeting you at that point.
Yeah, so it was just like, I didn't like that.
If you targeted me or you posed some danger and I didn't do nothing, you gotta get that way.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be unexpected situations. So you can't come for the ones that are
I
unexpected and not come for the ones
that
I put myself into. If you my man,
yeah, but if you're out there gambling, you gave that time.
I think it's a situational base.
Okay.
That's just
some things I ain't coming
for me. It's
situation.
no question. Like, I'm that type of girl. Like, for me, it doesn't matter. I'm
The
gonna check your ass.
I used to be that way, but like after doing it,
I mean, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, it's limits. Of course, I'm not gonna come on here and help you hit a lick. But the whole thing was, you were saying you shouldn't have to secure something that happens outside the house. So me. If I'm not gonna ask you to hide the body. If anything, I already hit it. Just don't tell nobody. That's me.
Don't tell me. I'm a journalist.
But you are on my side. It's like, so if anything,
But I know. So they come to me.
like, if somebody was to make allegations against me, would you be on their side or would you hold me down? So it's like,
if allegations, no. But if you come home and tell me about this body, I'm gonna first tell you.
You gotta forget.
Please don't tell me that again.
there you go. Just keep it like that. But at the end of the day, that is your.
But I'm gonna lay down and know. I know.
But everybody's different. So your partners like need a security from something might not be as extra as me. Like, I'm a wild person. You might have to pull up with a gun. But anybody else, it could be you just gotta pull up and diffuse it. Like, okay, you know what? You go this way, you do that. Or it could just be an argument or whatever. Or I'm not leaving until she give me my money back or whatever. So it could vary.
So
depending on your person. So don't be with a person that's wild and like, you know what, bitch, I ain't gonna come shoot you.
But at the same time,
hypothetical.
hold on.
Because me, I like gangsters.
My wife.
I love it.
I do. I like a hard body ass nigga. I need a nigga that when I'm with him, I feel like when somebody see him, it's not like, oh, I can try this nigga. Oh, he not gonna do nothing. Like,
But everybody get shot, so a hard body don't mean nothing.
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, just because you get shot don't mean you gonna die.
If I hit you in the head,
You gotta shoot back.
if I hit you in the head,
But
hypothetical. So say you are in an aggressive situation, and I come and remove you instead of settling that situation. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
So,
still you securing because you came and got me out of that situation.
I like the way
That's why I say it doesn't have to be handled
Yeah.
physically.
But my mind is a little bit different, and my wife as well. So
I don't know if me and her are the same thing.
she older than me, so I know her life. But so what I'm saying that is, at the end of the day, my mind is also thinking about, I got 6 kids in the house. If I left right now, or you left right now, who's gonna take care of my fucking kids? So we don't put ourselves. That's what I'm saying. We don't put on ourselves in no type of situation because we know we got responsibility. Now, if I was 20,
this is just a question on if. Like, would you? Not your situation.
It depends. I gotta agree with Quinton. It depends on the situation because I feel like if you put yourself in something, then you went out your way to seek this thing. I shouldn't come out to come get you or save you when you went out your way to seek this thing.
Yeah.
If you wanted something, you know where to come to get it. It's
now,
me.
if it's me, I'm about to go fight somebody. I'm pulling up, and I'm like, man, I need you to come pull up and do that. Now that's me putting myself in an unnecessary situation that I should have been able to handle myself because I went out there.
Also, let me say
But
this.
if I'm into it with a female and her guy happen to come,
no, that's fine.
I'm gonna call you. Or if there's a man and he's pushing up on me and he's being disrespectful, I need to hear that. Or
that's fine.
You
but
know,
if it's when you going out to seek it,
see,
it's
that's
because my mind gonna immediately go to that time
nice.
when them bars clanked up behind me. I say, oh, this will never happen in God's green earth again. And the nigga was taking a shit next door. I say, this nigga taking a shit.
I ain't never heard that sound before.
Yeah. Bloop. I said, oh my God. I said, this is open. I
haven't been in jail, but I've been in
jail. And when they arranged me to take pictures of my tattoos, I said, oh my, this is for real, for real. Y'all not playing. And they closed that cell, and I heard that man take the dude over there. I said, oh, this will never, ever, not ever in my life happen again.
Hey, once I found out they be getting taken advantage of, I was like, I ain't never tried to do that.
What's happening now? Oh,
come on,
the man.
Come on, we all know.
I ain't never. Once I found that out,
I didn't have the extended stay.
Y'all,
I had the
I'm good on that.
Temporary.
I would never get caught.
I don't expect my man to go to jail. I don't want to put my man in a situation where he gets taken away from me either. So I'm never gonna go do something where he might come and get shot or go to jail.
That's what I'm saying.
Because other than that, you're still my partner. Come save me.
You
save us. Don't come and throw down. And like, this is no, we not doing all of that. I don't want you to come.
I had to tap God on the shoulder. Let me send a message to her real quick. So now you with Billy, huh?
Shit.
All that shit I was doing, really? But let me ask this question.
I
get you on my. I'm somebody that likes data and like statistics. So this next one's gonna be kind of based off some statistics. So based on the last one I seen was 2021, where this is the marriage rate. So average white woman gets married 54% of the time. The average black woman gets married 27% of the time. So the reason why I'm asking you guys this is because I want to hear from your point of view and then also give my take on it. What is the reason that this rate is so low in the black community where black women aren't getting married? Is it because, now I want to caveat on top of that, is because the woman want to be independent, or is it the lack on the man's part actually stepping up and saying, hey, I want to lock this shit down? So let me know what y'all think, and I'm gonna give my response afterwards.
I think it's both. Like what you said, women like are super independent now, but I also like just my age, knowing like other guys. A lot of guys still use that excuse for like, oh, you know, they just want to have a good time right now, or even like in the future they don't see themselves getting married. So marriage is just not one of those things on their to-do list anymore. I think it's just getting lost. I think,
I'm gonna let you go, and then I got another question.
For me, my opinion of why is because the standard for white people versus black people, there was so much of, especially with religious families, like, oh, you should get married before, but then it started becoming a common thing with younger people, 15, 16, having kids, and it's like some people is like, okay, I have a kid before marriage, so why do I have to get married? So then that became a thing. It's like, why get married and I can just do this without having a title or without being locked in for this amount of time. Some people don't believe in marriage. They don't think that that's going to have no type of weight on it. So it's like, if we get married, it's like if we get married doesn't mean that it's going to last forever, because I know people who got divorced after 10 years.
So
hold on, but also at the same time, it's like men also don't want to commit because they don't want to be, with one person for a while, or because they just don't see they don't see marriage in you. Like, they don't see themselves marrying you or being with you just right now until I decide. So I feel like that's why the numbers aren't as high, because females are now in the mindset of, oh, I don't have to be married to have kids, or I don't have to be, that's not my ending, I don't have to be married to have a happy life.
Okay.
So
now I do want to ask this, and I love your response. Personally, do you want to get married? Both of you?
I do, yes.
Yes, me too.
Okay. Now, do you, because the reason why I asked that also, and what you said was so prevalent, because I think that is a mindset a lot of our African American women nowadays, like, and men as well, not wanting to marry women. I want to be a voice out there to be like, no, we should get married. I got married young. Mm-hmm. So I was 23, 24. Yeah. I done did so much in my life where it's just like, I burnt out at like 19. Like, for real. See, I was over this shit. I done
high school. Towards the end, like junior year, college, I'm still, going through my trial and error.
Diane even said it when he was here. Me and him kind of lived. Now If I was wild, but that nigga was nasty. Well, we just. That's why I feel like I got married as a young age as I did, but also I knew I met the person that I could be with for the rest of my life. Now, with that being said, I feel like the mindset that a man has that, I want to be locked in with one woman is bullshit. I'm gonna say why, because it's so many layers and depth that you can go with a woman that I didn't really know until I got married. It's not the same as when we were dating, if that makes sense. So what can we do besides cut the bullshit away to assist the numbers in the black community, or even men being prepared to marry a woman? Or what would you suggest that we do? How can we aid or improve this number? Because this is terrible.
That goes to play off of your answer as far as the them that want to be in one person because it's bullshit. Now, you have to be an open-minded man to think like that. You have to be willing to open yourself up to want to learn that woman on different layers. There's not men like that because they raised different ways, or they're around different type of environments. So they might see their uncle or their dad just running through, or he's not committed and he's living like this or whatever. So it's like, no, they're not focused on getting to know you. They're just for the moment enjoying that. So I feel like if there were more men that were open to actually commit themselves to one person, even if it's not relationship, but just getting to know them, like know who you are inside and out, where you came from, why are you like this today, where are you trying to go, then that will kind of spin the different narrative as far as, okay, you know what, I think I might want to be married. Because like you said, you found the right person. Men wouldn't know that unless they get to know that person.
So now my next one, I'm gonna actually let you go, and I'm gonna ask another one if you got some time, and then we're gonna wrap up. But what is I know you had one for her that you were mentioning earlier. What is that question? So now I'll go after that.
How do you feel about female gender roles? Like as far as the standards supposed to be put on us, we stay home, we cook, we clean, we take care of the house, and we let the man handle everything outside the house.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. Cause like, it's not 1950, whatever. It's not that time period anymore. I don't know. Me personally, I like to have my own money. I like to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
So you're independent.
Yeah, I'm super independent, and I never really saw that lifestyle for me. Like, oh my God, I want kids, and I just want to take care of the house. I want the complete opposite.
Oh,
so like,
for me, do you want kids?
I want kids, but I don't want to be like. Okay, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. I don't want to be a stay-at-home wife. I don't want to do any of that. I want to go to work. I want to come home. I want to ask my husband, how was your day? He asked me how my day was. We debrief. We take care of the kids.
And I would do the, stay-at-home things. But I'm not just
got home. We got some business there.
I would do the stay-at-home things that are, expected of a woman, like keeping the house clean and stuff. Because if you're doing the hard hand, dirty hand work, then I'll clean the bathroom. I'll clean the kitchen. I'll cook. I'll clean. But that's not going to be all I'm limited to. I'm also going to do other things I can work as well, because that's just the type of person I am. So I feel like it shouldn't be put on us to do that. And then, I know females that are in that position and their men control them. Like, they find it as a controlling thing. Like, I found a way to keep you in the house and busy. I know you're not outside doing whatever because you're in here doing this. Or if this is not done by a certain time, then,
Jesus Christ,
that's put their hands on them.
I know.
That's crazy.
911, what's your emergency?
This is real life. This is real life situation. I've had friends that's like, they're supposed to cook, clean, take care of the house, and when they man come home from work, if it's not done, you in trouble. Like, it's a problem.
You gonna get you you gonna put the pedal on you? Yeah. Well, I do got a pedal, but that's neither here nor there. So,
but they won't use it that way.
TMI. No, I'm saying, I told you it's steps and layers. You'll never know what you're gonna get to. But so my last one before I go, and this is just for educational purposes. I wanted to come from a woman's mouth. What would you say, or what would you tell a man, and men in general, what they can do better to, of course, nurture a relationship, not with you, but with women in general? Because I feel like it's becoming, the energy is toxic. When you're,
I feel like being toxic is becoming a standard. Like, women are used to the standard. Like, we argue and get back.
And as a man, it hurts my heart because, like I said, I am an advocate of black love in general. And
respect. I
just like, damn, I don't want my son. I got 3 sons. I'm training them the same way that my mind is at right now, and then of course what I'm developing later in life. So I want them to find a woman on the same accord and continue this growth. I want to change the narrative, basically. And it starts somewhere. You gotta start with your house. So I want to put out in the atmosphere, and especially you guys' responses on what we can do to change this narrative of being in toxic relationships and this is all that we know, and rah rah rah, he, and not coming together and being one thing into one goal. So what would you say? What can we do as men? What would you women like from men to help improve this? Don't tell me I love your speeches now.
I'm just waiting for her. I
No,
got my answers. I'm a fast thinker.
And I processed it. I'm like,
So for me,
You know, I'm gonna come back with my answer. Some of us just need time to think.
yeah, especially if you skip school.
Hold on, he's telling you that. We get breakfast and we leave. We walk all the way home.
Oh,
We just walk-
that was a lot of work.
Yes, it did. It told me I didn't have no food in that refrigerator. I had to go get some.
Yeah.
Did you want to go to that corner
for the
store?
food, and that's it. So you came back for lunch?
Sometimes. No.
School was boring too.
Sometimes.
That was fun. I wish I could go back to school and go to work now. Shit.
Whoa.
No, I'd rather go to school than work.
I didn't have no money.
That, I'm talking about just the environment and how
Okay, that's valid. That's valid.
Oh, no. I homeschool my kids.
I was gonna say
I'd rather be homeschooled than that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm saying it works.
I was in homeschool only because of the social environment.
Yeah.
I would want my kids to be social.
Yes.
I like the social environment.
I don't know. Did mom such these kids that we're talking about that?
Yeah.
But wait,
Well, now I did learn a lot of stuff sooner than I should have at school. Around.
was you that day we went to the dugout? Yes, you were. Yeah.
It was cold that night.
Yes, it sure was.
I don't know why we walked that far.
Yeah, but anyway.
Okay, so my answer, what's the question again?
Basically,
how can we
what is
change
your
that
advice
here?
on what men should do to improve the relationship with women in general?
Nah, I feel like
So we can get away from the toxic narrative.
I feel like on both ends, like women and men, you have to be open-minded. Like I feel like the main two things is being open and communicating, and you have to be willing to be vulnerable. And that's one thing that men lack is they're scared to be vulnerable and they have a problem with communicating. And a lot of it is not because they're trying to hide things and lie. I feel like people lie because they don't want your reaction to be something they don't want. Like they don't want to lose, compromise, or hear something that they don't want to hear. So that fear makes you lie. So I feel like if you're more open to communicating and letting somebody understand what are you trying to say or what do you mean, then that'll eliminate a lot of problems because women always say you don't communicate. So it doesn't matter what the problem is, you can always break it down. And me, I love a debate. So even if I don't agree with you, I'm gonna get you to see my point, and I want to see your point at the same time. We can still mutually agree to disagree, but I want to understand how do you think. Yeah.
I like that.
Do you think a lot of men actually know how to communicate?
No.
Okay.
I feel like
I think
that's the
it's a
way
lot.
they were raised. And I feel like women out here make them
I
feel
think
like
it's
they
a lot.
can.
I kind of think it's a lot too. I think it's
If
they
you
pick
choose to now.
Exactly.
So this is the thing I wanted to point out as well about a marriage. A lot of men say, I found the right one, or whatever the case may be. I feel like it's really not. Or when you're with a woman, you choose to do these things. You know. So I feel like if you don't have a made up mind, then of course the situation gonna be.
Yeah.
But I made up my mind. Like when I wanted to stop cheating. I feel like I'm fucking up my community, and I'm fucking over these women. I didn't feel good.
See, but you had to learn to realize that, right?
No, I already knew.
It's a choice.
I never been a fan.
For
I knew I
people
was.
who communicate is who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Like you have to know, like I'm a dominant person. So some people might beat around the bush because I don't want to hear her say it like this, or I want her to be blunt. So it all depends, or it's just basic things. Like if you pick up certain things from regular conversation, like this person always trip on this, or she might always, so I ain't even gonna tell her about this. I feel like that's where the picking and choosing what conversation comes, but I feel like men definitely don't know how to talk as far as expressing themselves because some people they're not raised to express themselves like that. Some men are raised like you keep it in or you keep it to yourself or
I think
you
it's
don't
an
really
old
go
construct. I think it's an old concept. I agree with you on a portion because some men don't. But in our day and age, just like
I'm
the
not saying all men.
I got you. But just like the transgender situation with our environment, and we're becoming, this is a norm, right? But these conversations of men being more vulnerable and being more emotionally intelligent is becoming a norm as well.
I was gonna say, but more so our generation, it really won't.
I might be out the loop on that now.
Yeah, but you're different. As far as like me hearing how you talk, you're more of a ladies' man. So you're more of a try to get to know your lady to carry. It's not a bad thing.
Hey, don't be calling me.
Hey, she told me she fed me a pill last night when I was asleep. I said I took it. She said you ate it. It was Levothyroxine. It was an allergy pill. I said because I don't like medicine. I don't believe in Western medicine. She was like, she said, yeah, you were smart loud. I had to do something. I said, you violated me. No, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was saying.
My bad. Basically, well, you were actually inputting and chiming in on the conversation as far as men being vulnerable. And
Yeah, I was saying like, cause more so our generation. Like, I remember back being younger. Like, if I had a certain feeling about something, I was told to just, shut up, suck it up, stop crying,
Or
if I felt the way about something, if I was to try to, cause I grew up around all women, sister, mom, aunt, grandma. If I tried to express how I was feeling, it was taken as aggression.
Are you an emotional person?
No.
Like, do you?
More so now than I was back then. Like,
yeah,
like
you
when you
improve a lot.
put your own
Yeah.
like,
Well, it's not
when
just
you
cut, though.
love, you
Yeah.
love hard. When you're mad, you're real
I was like,
mad.
yeah, you
When
said
you're
what?
sad,
yeah, exactly. I would say more
I feel
so.
like that's what men who are raised around females.
Yeah.
They have more emotion, but they bottle it up. They
Yeah.
only show it to certain females and make them feel comfortable.
I ain't got
That makes
that's too much to hold
That
on.
makes
That's a
sense.
lot.
More, I
I'd be in jail.
would say,
What
yeah,
happened?
I would hide them.
Crack her over the head.
I would hide them a lot, and then
But
I
see,
guess
then-
that's where my overthinking come from.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
I wouldn't, if I felt a certain way, I wouldn't say it. I would just go be by myself and just constantly.
That's because men
Think
have this
about it.
thing of acting unbothered. And I feel like once you pass that, like once you uncover that layer, that will progress your relationship so much more.
I said
Because once you realize you can let your guard down and be vulnerable with somebody, the men don't do that because they feel like I'm showing her a weak side. She might use it against me, or she might
I
walk
said that
over
too.
me, or I look like this,
Yeah.
or or she gonna embarrass me to my friends or whoever. Because it might be anything. Like, oh, you said this. She might bring it up, throw it in your face, or around your friends.
It's like
oh,
they're being
remember when-
exposed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's exposed.
Like you exposing their weakness.
I expose myself.
So see, but you're a different
But you're
man.
different. Every man is
The
not like
standard
that.
man
That's what she's trying
doesn't
to
do
say.
that. A standard man would
Well,
be
we
like,
need to have a conversation, man. We need to go ahead and have groups or something because we
Yeah.
need to get it together.
And that's why I'm just like, that right there, if they learn how to just put down their guard and be like, you know what, fuck it. I don't care what your opinion is. This is how I feel. This is what I think. This is how, I see the situation. Then it would just uncover a lot of things. So at the end of the day,
I also want to put it out there. I ain't perfect. I think I still have a lot of learning and growth to myself as well.
Same. I don't
And
know.
grasping the knowledge because some things, and
No, I'm
you
not
guys,
perfect either.
you guys even telling me
Shit.
your opinions is assisting me right now. I'm not saying you are saying that, but you know how people
You-
perceive shit.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
You wanted to respond to. What
Oh,
she
I
said?
wanted to piggyback. I wanted to answer the question, but like it's basically piggybacking off of what she said. Like I think men need to be vulnerable for sure because there aren't a lot of men out here that are vulnerable.
Damn.
They
Yeah.
pick and choose who and what they want to communicate or to, and it's like I think that all comes in like comfortability.
Oh, no, I think
I'm
it's
trying to say
but
it.
you
Some
was-
words. I'm
just skipping with y'all.
just skipping, baby. I'm not class. Top student.
Hold on, he was in your plan.
He was
No,
in my
I
class.
was.
Oh,
You.
My memory lapsed on that. According to her, I got kicked out of class, so we don't know if I was
Yeah,
good.
you won't
And
there.
I got kicked out of class, and that's why I was in his class.
Okay. I wasn't in
Oh, you love
anybody's
remedial?
class.
No, you was definitely a remedial. I got kicked out of the smart class to get to the remedial class, and that's where I met you at. Anyway,
I think to piggyback off of yours, as far as the little bit explain my whole communication thing where men don't know how to communicate, I would say is they don't know how to communicate their feelings. So y'all don't know how to put y'all feelings in words without y'all feeling uncomfortable or without making a female feel uncomfortable. Because like I said, it's a vulnerable thing, like as far as letting down their guard.
I feel like-
They want to express how they feel without seeming like a simp or, like less than a man.
Okay, I do want a few things. I'm gonna answer that, and I'm gonna say what we should do. Just say it, just like I said off camera. Just say
And
it.
that's what we say
'Cause
as females.
if you figure it, once you say it, you guys can figure it out and work it out. But if you keep that
Talk
shit
to
in,
them.
it doesn't make sense.
but they are uncomfortable with saying it, and
Exactly.
I think like another
This is
solution
what-
should be like
I do
therapy
that.
or like you said like group sessions because I feel like I don't know. It's just like you got to talk to somebody about this because this is not going to get solved
Yeah.
until you
I don't know,
break
it
down
takes
that
a lot
warrior.
for men.
It does.
And I feel like you have to be that woman for a man
Yeah.
for him to do that. Like I know for me, I've been able to break down barriers and people I never, would have thought, or I've seen a different side of people, and that's because I made them feel comfortable that they can do that. They know I'm not going to hold it against them, throw it back
Like
in their face.
nurturing, almost.
I-
Kind of.
Yeah, because I would want it the same way. I'm a big advocate and treating people how you want to be treated. So I'm never going to use something against you if I don't want anything I tell you to use against me. Or I'm never going to make you feel down or make you feel embarrassed or whatever if I don't want to feel like that either if I come to you and tell you something.
Do
So if I
that go
tell you I'm
back to
sad-
the the ego question you asked?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes,
it ties into ego, and I also think it's like men also need to learn how
Why
to
is your
be
ego
patient.
so fragile? I feel like it shouldn't be that fragile. And what
There
you mean by
are
patient?
because there's insecure men.
I mean, I've been insecure before. I've had insecurities, but get over that shit, bro.
It's easier to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So, I mean, as a man, that's how we females feel. Like, just say that shit. Like, just get off your chest. We can get through it. But as a man, it's like, oh nah, I don't know if I want to. Shit, she might spaz.
She might
or I
give
might
you a little
look
extra
like
doubts.
You know, but what's surprising about me is when people be like, oh no, I don't know. When they tell me, it's like, oh yeah, you know, I make them feel comfortable. It's like, oh shit, I could have been. So it's like, yeah, let that guard down. And if people felt like that more often, then the world would be a little bit smoother. There wouldn't be so much toxic relationships.
We definitely, man, especially in the black community, because you know I'm advocating for my black people. We gotta improve these damn numbers. So these women out here, there's too many single women up out here to not be marrying these women.
Black
now, I do want to say,
Women too.
I did look at these numbers in these metropolis. I think I may be saying that wrong, or mega cities.
Metropolitan?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because Metropolis is the home of Superman. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, you're dead real.
Y'all all saying it right. He said give you a
I was reading comic books and stuff.
All right,
Not
so what he
schoolwork.
said, the cities, it was basically giving the ratio of amount of men versus women. It was like 100 men, it was 294 women, but this is thousands, of course.
As far as the single.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh my good God.
Wait. Say
Do the ratio again?
It was
Yeah.
100 men, but it's 294 women.
So for every 100 men, 200.
There was 294 women, so they have
you mean the ratio.
it's 194 surplus.
Right.
So I'm just like, ooh, we need to stop popping out women. No, we need to keep creating now because we don't want a generation messed up. I'm like, how do you? That's a big gap. They didn't get the man the mindset. Oh, I got options. What you do? But listen,
yeah, and men are tempted by that.
Would you say that's got something to do?
What do you think? I'm not gonna ask you, have you ever cheated? But what I would ask you is, what do you think causes cheating?
I've cheated. I have.
Not being satisfied.
I've never cheated. I'm just.
I've
cheated.
I done cheated. So men suck. That's why I said I need to stop. I cheated. Got caught. Cheated. Got caught. Cheated.
With the same girl?
Oh no. I had 3
okay.
girls at one time, and I was just. They seen each other. It wasn't even cheating at that point because we all seen each other rotate.
How do you keep them from?
But no, they seen each other. They would rotate coming into my house. But that's not story. So what I'm saying
I ain't
is,
never had that game.
No, it wasn't a game. What I'm saying is,
It wasn't a game.
why? Okay, what is your thoughts on why you think people cheat? And I'm gonna give mine. I want you guys to. Well, you never cheated. Not once.
No, never.
You never text nobody and you was in a relationship?
No.
That was one of my questions for y'all. So I have a question for you. That was one question. And I guess
most women I know.
Remember I told you last time with the last little podcast that we did.
There
Like
are
one
girls like that.
I literally mean that. Like I'm not.
like that.
I don't do
I
that.
just didn't have
It's
to.
just
Y'all gotta tighten up. Y'all out here not marrying these women. They doing right.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. What was you asking?
Well, I'm gonna answer the question first, then I'm gonna piggyback off of your question. So for me, I know like my reasons of cheating was either I was not feeling what I wanted, like I wasn't the attention or the communication or whatever. And at that time, I didn't realize like just leave. Mm-hmm. I let things like time and history, you know, play a part. Like okay, we've already been dealing with each other this long, or you know, you get used to the fucking up and getting back together. So it's like you know what, just let it be what it is. And that was not the smartest thing, or just fun. Like it would be like for me, it's like a rush. I like playing with danger. Clearly, yeah. You know,
so you were
playing. Yeah, I was pushing up cars, busting windows. Bet your mama house.
See,
I didn't get it all.
I done had some of that.
Guns and all that.
It is a thrill in it. I'm like, that bitch bust my tires. Yeah, she really.
See, and men like it.
Hell no, that cost money.
Was the
I got a place that time.
To a point, I was like, all right, now this is getting ridiculous.
See, I like getting away with shit, so my thrill didn't come from fucking up stuff. I'm just speaking as my point. Why I cheat, not
room
me.
all jacked up. Hey, she done made a tornado here. Look at it.
I used to like the thrill just not get caught. Like, let me see if I can do it and not get caught. Like, okay, let me text this nigga. Okay, let me sneak around. Okay, let me late night. So that was my whole thrill of it. Is like, okay, cool, you got away with it.
Like
now let's see if you get caught. Yeah, you know. So again, a dumb decision.
That's why I said I ain't perfect. I don't
Me either, but you know it is what it is.
So I get what you're saying now. What was your question for me? And I'm gonna go and get what I think the reason why people cheat.
Okay. My piggyback is, what do y'all consider cheating besides having sex? Like, what are other ways that y'all consider cheating besides a female having sex, like sexual activity?
I used to think like an emotional
Police can
connection,
somebody for busting somebody window right now.
but that would kind of be wrong, because you can have an emotional connection with somebody and not really be romantic with them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Totally true.
I guess. I mean,
You don't know how deep that thing is, because eventually.
Yeah, exactly. That can lead you to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
sometimes I've been in a relationship where she was everything, right? And that I thought I needed at that moment, but I had somebody on the side where that we had an emotional connection, and it was just like, it got to a point like, you gotta get naked. Period. Did it
work out? You still didn't have a physical attraction after that?
Are you saying to the girl I said they gotta get naked?
Yeah,
Or the one when I'm dealing with a relationship?
The emotional one that you was like, you know what, we gotta, take off your clothes. Did you, after that, did you have a physical connection and attraction to her? Okay, alright. I was about to say, that's...
So, the one I was in a relationship with ain't my wife, though. So, I felt, that's why I said...
The only thing y'all were lacking was emotional connection?
No.
Oh.
We weren't lacking anything. So, I'm going to give my example of reasons why people cheat. 3 reasons, I think. Okay. Maturity. Mm-hmm. Also, thrill. Mm-hmm. And then also, what's my last one? Maturity, thrill.
Lacking what you're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
What you
I had it in my mind.
Just think about, why did you cheat?
Right.
What's it called? Temptation. Maturity and temptation. Lust. That's what it is. Because I lusted after some women. Now,
I'll be tempted. I'm a one.
Now the thrill is just like you mentioned. You want to see if you can get away with it. You want to see if you can actually do it. I wanted to see if I can actually pull this shit off. If I can cook it up good enough where everybody's fine. The lust, I would say, I've been in a relationship where, again, I would say the relationship with a young lady where she was good, but I had lustful eyes. And then that's also a tie into my maturity. At that time and age, I didn't have the mindset I have now. I wasn't fully developed. They say a person doesn't mature until they're 25, their frontal cortex fully developed. That's true. Because I thought I could fuck everything, so to speak. So, as far as that concerned, I know me and you gave our responses. Like, you don't act like you cheat.
I haven't been in that many relationships to cheat. Also,
okay,
I don't want to do something to somebody that I don't want done to me.
And I learned that.
Like I know how
it comes with the territory. When you finally almost get that person that you think that's the one, and you like, damn.
Yeah, like I know how I would feel if I was in a relationship with somebody and they cheated, or like another dude like tried to interweave in that. So why would I go out and
well, I guess me and you on the same page.
I was just like, now that comes into play with temptation though, because you have to beat temptation in order to stay faithful, and I feel like that's also a reason why men
you gotta work on that shit.
Also, I don't think a lot of people stay single.
I feel like once you conquer the eyes, the lustful eye thing, I feel like you're good. You can almost beat any other type of situation, because once I got over that, because I'm kind of like one of those people that when I see it, I possess it. If I see it and I want it, I possess it. So once I got over the lustful eye situation, that really helped me out to stop cheating, because I was like, all right, I see it, it looked good, but I don't gotta touch it. And I had to talk myself through it. Tony, don't say that. Don't do that. Don't you go over there? Because I remember one time I had a situation at one of my jobs. I'm like, and what I was saying, I was like, okay, you keep one more time, and this is over. And but you have to learn those things as you progress in life. I don't. That's my only thought and input on how to beat that. Once you beat the lustful eyes, you can beat cheating, and of course you can control it.
I think that's valid.
Because just like you said, as far as having an emotional connection and a sexual connection with somebody, I've been the opposite with just a sexual connection. I feel like that's also why men cheat, because they might have a real strong sexual connection with somebody, but they don't emotionally fuck with them. That's why women get just, the sex and never the relationship or anything else that comes with it, because it's just that factor that's what y'all connect on. Because I've been with people that it's the sexually it's fine, it's fun, but having conversations, sitting down and spending time with you, it's boring. Like, you ain't even my type.
So do they?
Once I realized that, I stopped cheating though. Like, what's
Would
the
you
point?
say they lack personality? Like,
yes,
do
I'm
they
an
not
interesting
know them?
person.
Yeah.
Like, either they don't keep my interest, they might be corny compared to me, or they're just not into the same things. They might be a closed-minded person, so I can't have open, wide-range conversations with them where they think of stuff biased or just one-sided instead of trying to. People like that, I can't really connect with, so it's just sex.
And we definitely discussed a lot. I have more, but we're gonna save it for another time and get some things together on the back end, and then we'll be back. We appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Make sure you watch the full episode. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you follow these young ladies because they definitely gave some insight, especially for you black men up there being raggedy. But
Yeah,
it's a good conversation. Just continue.
Stop skipping school.
Yeah, stop being
Stop skipping school.
And go to school. Don't be like me.
Until next time, guys, we appreciate you. We out.